If you don't already know, I sell 3D printed fidget slugs on my Etsy store, and I'm currently having a promotion where if you buy 2 or more slugs, you will get a mini bronze slug for free. So there are a limited number of mini bronze slugs. You don't need any promotional codes for this. As long as you order 2 or more slugs, you will be getting the free bronze slug.
Welcome to our channel.
And welcome back.
What?
I'm so awkward now. Do you realize that my social anxiety acts up in front of a camera as well?
Yeah.
I am just as awkward as this in real life.
Let's do it again.
Okay. You have some toothpaste.
You rushed me.
I did not. Take 2.
Welcome to our corner of our couch, to our channel.
So today we have another Dear Sadie and Pete. Actually, we've been receiving quite a few of these, so I want to thank everyone who's written to us. And if we haven't gotten to your letter yet, we will. It just takes some time.
And it's always a surprise for me because I don't read them beforehand and I don't know what it's going to be about. So don't trust and believe all the bullshit that comes out of my mouth. Yeah. I mean, it's spontaneous. Maybe it's better like that when it's super spontaneous.
I think so. It's a fresh perspective.
Right.
So before we get into the video, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Forlest. So Forlest produces these beautiful bras without any underwire, which I fully support. I can't stand a wire bra. Have you worn a wire bra like recently? No.
So I'm just thinking when you said without wires that I fully support.
So
they are supportive of you. And so you support them.
This is getting
I love playing with words. Oh my gosh, I just love it. But it's lame. Yes, sorry.
Can I get through it? They make these bras and they have no wires and they have this jelly gel, trademark, technology, which is why they're so supportive. And it's almost like a mattress for your boobs. It's very comfortable. They sent me 3 of their bras and these ones are called Amber, Paula, and Mia. That's Paula with a U. I'm sorry, not Paula with a U.
It's fine. That's what they call me in Canada anyway. Or in Germany. Paula!
Oh my god.
It's fine. I mean, it's a beautiful name. If it has a U, I mean, I don't care.
Anyway, so they do have a sizing chart. Can I get through this?
Go ahead.
Nobody is going to sponsor our videos ever again. Thank you for that. So yeah, they are supportive for bigger cup sizes and they have their own sizing chart on the website. So if you don't know which size to order, you can actually measure yourself and put in the measurements and they'll tell you which size to order, which is really nice. And I really like the fact that they have very thick straps, so it doesn't dig in, it's not uncomfortable. They also sent me some briefs. They have these bra and briefs sets, but as you can see, they were a little bit too large for me. So I'm not trying those on. So thank you for Forlest, and if you would like to get yourself a bra, you can use code SP10 and I will put all the links in the description.
Who doesn't want to be supported in life?
Let's get to this Dear Sadie and Pete. Okay, let's open it. Actually, let's do something fun. Why don't you randomly pick it?
Me?
So yeah, I will give you 2 options and you'll get which one it is. Do you want to pick M or E?
M.
Alright. Dear Sadie and P, I'm writing to you because I feel a bit lost. 6 years ago, I met C at a party. I felt something very strong when I saw her for the first time. We immediately became best friends. We wrote and saw each other almost every day. At first, I asked my friends that we had in common if she liked girls. I had the impression that she was at least bisexual from the way she behaved with me. They all told me she was straight and I was very disappointed. But every time I saw her, I completely forgot her heterosexuality because we really had like a bond of souls. Even her, and everything in her way of being could put me in doubt about more than friendly feelings. We were both passionate about cinema and we wrote and directed films together. I have never met someone with whom I felt such a deep connection. During all these years, I felt like I was living a platonic love affair because she always sent me messages of encouragement or to tell me that she was thinking of me, and she remembered everything, whereas my girlfriend at the time didn't do all of that. And in fact, it suited me very well to be in this in-between relationship, not as a couple, but almost everything like aside from sexuality. It didn't go further than flirting. It was more cerebral flirting than physical flirting, with lots of compliments and declarations of love for each other. We were speaking during hours, and each time our brains were about to explode because of such stimulation. These almost 6 years have been magnificent. During all these years, she was single, or she had only very brief relationships with men, but she didn't care a lot. Throughout this time, she made me feel like the most important person to her. But 6 months ago, she met a guy. They quickly became a couple, and this time she's in love with him. Since, I felt that I'm no longer the most important person for her, and I'm very sad. I feel awful that I can't come to be completely thrilled for her that she's finally met a man that it works with. I would like to feel 100% this joy for her, but on the other hand, I feel deeply sad, and I feel like I have to mourn our special connection. I realize now that all these years I had subconsciously hoped that she would fall in love with me. Now I'm distancing myself a little, but it's complicated because her friendship means a lot, and I don't want to lose her. In addition, we still see each other regularly because we have a lot of film projects together. I know that if we didn't have all these projects, it would be easier for me to stay away, but here I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. 2 years ago, I texted her that the first time I saw her, I couldn't take my eyes off of her the whole evening. She knows very well that I love girls, and I think that with these words she understood that I was attracted to her. But she never really answered me on the subject. And yet, she made lots of declarations of love during these 6 years, and especially last year. One night she was drunk, and she texted me lots of compliments on my personality, telling me that I was beautiful, talented, etc. I've never received so much love from a friend, even if I have other friends with whom we say we love each other. Here it's very different. Maybe I'm trying too hard to put relationships in boxes, because this relationship is a bit off the mark, and I don't understand everything about it. Maybe she's just a very loving person. Do you have any advice to help me through this very painful period? A French girl. That's how she signed out.
Nice.
So what do you think about this?
Well, I mean, I can definitely say that she was into you. At least,
Really?
for sure, prior this past 6 months, because you don't describe how she is like exactly, but of course she's in love with this other guy and so on. And but she was definitely into you. In which way? In the way that she really, really liked you. Now, for you, in order to know exactly what is going on and what her feelings are towards you, even if she's with somebody, is to come out in the open and are actually having an open conversation and telling her exactly what you feel. I know it's super duper difficult, but you have to understand why is it difficult. Why something like this will be difficult for you? Is it because you are afraid that she's gonna say, hey, I don't really like, I'm really into my boyfriend, and there's no hope for you, and so you lose hope? Because many times we don't face things because we don't want to lose that tiny little thing of hope we have that something actually might happen.
Yeah.
Or you just are ashamed of your feelings, so that's another story.
Well, she said she kind of told her.
Exactly.
But not exactly. It wasn't fully out, like saying I have a crush.
Exactly. Many instances, you
think
really have to spell it out, okay? You really have to clear the air, okay? So, yeah. What do you think?
Well, I kind of disagree with you on this one.
Okay.
Honest, because I feel like I know what it's like to be into a straight girl.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes I feel like when I'm watching TikTok, everybody's gay. Everybody seems gay until proven straight, But it's not the case. Still, there's a lot of straight people out there. And even if somebody's really affectionate, especially with girls, it's really hard to tell because sometimes girl friendships are very affectionate. And I think, like, us being gay, we kind of read into it more than we should. Like, I remember I used to have this really close friend, like best friend, and we were very loving with each other. We would say we love each other. We would hold hands. Actually, she was the one who was holding my hand, like at school. And I was like, oh my God, she's holding my hand. But I was never out at that time, so it wasn't gay. But I still felt like, oh my gosh, she's holding my hand. This is nice. Or like she would hold my arm like this and we would walk around like that. She would like let me give her massages and stuff like that. So I think if I was out and gay and aware of myself, maybe I would have read into it a little bit too much. But she was straight, that's the thing. And she always had boyfriends. So I feel like she's straight. I feel like she's not. And although I agree on you with something, I think you should come out to her. You should really tell her how you've been feeling and how you still feel. Because at least it'll help with some closure.
Yeah, it
you know?
will help you to move on. Whatever
Yeah.
the answer is, it will really, really help you, even if it hurts.
Exactly.
Even if what you are fearing, her reply is, it will hurt, but you can move on from here. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's that loop, you're falling into a loop that doesn't help you much. So,
And also, you also deserve a chance to be with somebody who is gay, knows they're gay, and wants to be with you. It's a totally different relationship, and I really hope you find somebody who is caring of you as much as this friend, but who's also like into you romantically.
I had a similar story actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, there was a former colleague of mine, and unfortunately she passed away and recently. But I really, really liked her. Okay, and she was, I can't forget her eyes. She was so beautiful. Anyway, and it seemed that she was also into me. Like in this case, we're doing things together, and there was some chemistry going on. All right.
Like what? Tell me.
In which way? I don't know. You feel it. You feel it like she's describing, right? Very careful to things, and very sensitive. Even the way they want to spend time with you and all of that. It's not that you call, okay, let's do this tonight. I don't have time. I'm doing something else. So they're not into being with you. Okay, not at all. But she was eager, being with me and stuff like that. So, and I thought that, hey, there might be a chance here, and I had to come out. So even the day when I said, I really need to talk to you, and it's a very sensitive matter, she booked a place, which was a place in Toronto where they sell everything chocolate. So I think I told you guys, I mean, the most faithful followers know this story already.
I don't remember this story.
Write in the comment if you remember this. Okay?
I don't remember it. Did you tell me this story?
I told her. Well, we have an encyclopedia of our life then. Anyway,
okay.
So she booked this place, and I said, wow, this is very decadent and very romantic, and so on and so forth. And said, maybe this is going well. Okay.
Wait, she bought you chocolates?
No, but she booked. It's a very exclusive kind of place that
Okay.
you go and you bring your Valentines or your, like lovers go there. It's very romantic.
Is
and
it
all
like
that
a
stuff.
chocolate cafe?
Also because chocolate is highly aphrodisiac food, right?
Yeah.
So that's where couples go,
Right.
whether they are straight or not. Anyway, so I said, this is going well. So I went there I was very pumped up. More than pumped up, I had self-confidence, right? In confessing my feelings.
Did you think something was going to happen?
Not my feelings, more than everything, my attraction. I was attracted to her.
Yeah.
And because, I was kind of suggesting it already. Once I remember we stayed together until midnight. She invited me over. She had a son. And she invited him over. She cooked and everything. And it was beautiful to sit close to her, watching TV, watching stuff. We were so into the same things, right? And anyway, so I went home, took the subway, and I totally missed my stop. So I texting her, said, I don't know what I said. I said something like, I must be really in love because I missed the thing.
The subway stop?
The subway. And
oh my
she
gosh.
understood. Okay, she understood. So going forward, let's forward and to the chocolate place.
Mm-hmm.
So I came totally into the open and said, look, I feel attracted to you, and so on and so forth. And she said, look, Paola, I'm really, really enjoying my friendship with you. I will be honest, in the past I had dreams with women and all of that, but I really like thinking about actually being with a woman. I can't, like, I don't know where to start, like I wouldn't know. So, and then it was rejection, which I took very well because she was very mature woman. Actually, she was older, like 5 years older than me. She was, it was a rejection. I mean, she was rejecting me by hugging me.
Oh.
So that was the best feeling ever. if you talk to a very mature person.
That's so sweet.
And so I suffered, okay? When I went home, I had to go through 3 days of retrieval and pain, because there's no hope anymore. I cannot even thinking about being with this person, even if it's just for a short story and so on, because I wasn't seeing myself in a long-term relationship with this person, I must be honest. But still, and she was calling me. She called me crying one day. So I don't want to lose you, please. Oh. Yeah, okay. So I wish you, if this should go to this direction, I wish you the best, with your confession, if you decide to confess yourself. In any case, there is a little bit of pain in knowing the truth. And if the truth is different, there's going to be a lot of joy. And but in the other scenario, in the worst case scenario, you're going to suffer a little, but then you're going to move on. And your heart automatically will make space to see other people. That was long.
I don't remember that story. No, it's fine. These are kind of like podcasty episodes.
It's okay. It's good that you don't remember, so I can tell you the same stories over and again. You'll never get bored of me.
That's me. That's why I watch movies over and over again. I don't remember anything. Yeah. Look, I want to talk about this though, because it seems that the more culture evolves, the closer we get to most everybody being open to being gay, or like even just trying it with a girl. Because like I'm on TikTok, right? And this TikTok generation is different than my generation, okay? People are so brave and so out, and there are so many beautiful androgynous people, like women, men, whatever. But in the case of women, there's so many androgynous women, and I look at the comments, and there's a lot of straight women questioning their sexuality over these androgynous women, because guess what? You can present masculine energy in a female body. Like there's really no limit to that. Mm-hmm. And now people are more open to exploring themselves in that way. So I see a future where a lot more straight women are going to be open to being with other women. Mm-hmm. Especially because men suck. So, they're like catching on to that. That's just me being sexist. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that a lot more people are going to be open to that, but some cultures are still a little bit behind. And I don't know about France, but like I know where I'm from, Turkey, people are so behind in terms of that. Like they're still really homophobic. A lot of people are really like no. So I think that it also depends on the culture. If you live in a culture that's really gay friendly, then maybe some women can be more open to exploring their bisexuality, or men too. But if you live in a culture that's a bit more closed-minded, I think that by default they're gonna reject that side of themselves, even if they have a little bit of gay in them. They're just not gonna even explore it, because it's so much easier to be straight in a straight culture. Like you are born and raised in this straight culture, you know how men are supposed to act, you know how women are supposed to act. It's like a template, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of women are really comfortable in that, and they're naturally not so like forward with their energy. They kind of wait for the man to ask them out, wait for the man to call, wait for the man to initiate anything like intimate, sexual. Right. So I think if they were to try to be with a woman, that might be really scary for them as well, because they don't know how to take the lead. They don't know how to, maybe please somebody sexually. They're not practicing that muscle of theirs. Mm-hmm. And there's very little representation still about, being gay and lesbian, all of that in the media. So they don't know. They don't have the template for that. So I feel like that's why maybe a lot of people are not open to exploring their gayness.
Right. Yeah.
But I think we're going to improve.
Yeah.
Thanks to the TikTok generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Recently, so we're watching Selling Sunsets on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really freaking entertaining. It's like a reality show where they sell real estate, but it's more about the drama between the women. And
I couldn't watch it all, unfortunately.
You were into it the first couple of seasons, don't lie.
I was into it, but then there is a point where it gets so repetitive. And I remember this last season, I couldn't finish it. I fell asleep. And even in my sleep, I felt like my IQ was going lower and lower and lower. Because it's like going back to high school with all this, gossip and stuff. It's Gossip Town, right? But if you're interested in gossip,
but
go
it's
for
entertaining as fuck.
And I fell asleep, I'm sorry.
Even my
so
mom.
I'm just saying that in case, okay, if you fall asleep, if it's part of our followers, fall asleep or find this very, not very, stimulating, it's okay, all right? You don't have to like it.
Look, even my mom, she was very, she wasn't sure about it. I suggested it a couple of times. She was like, what is this? What is this? I'm like, then I really pushed it and she watched it. And guess what? She got so into it that she binge watched the entire thing in a week. All the seasons. Anyway, my point, I was getting to a point. So there's this character, one of the real estate agents called Chriselle. And, she was always with men. She was married to an actor. Anyway, so in her last relationship, which was on screen, I was telling her, I was like, I feel like she's a little bit gay. I feel like she's got that energy in her. She needs to be with a woman. Come on. Get her to be with a woman. And guess what? So the season ends and I get the news that she is with a them, but female body. So she is with a woman that they them. Body. I don't know how to be politically correct.
A female body.
A female body, they them. Okay?
Yeah.
And
I mean, biology, you can't change biology, so we can say female body.
It's different because they can be trans, but this person was not trans. They were still
But when you go and when you ask to a surgeon, I want to go from their body to their body, you gotta say, I want to go from a female body to a male body, right?
Okay, so this is...
It's okay.
Biologically female person. That's the way to say it.
Okay.
Okay, so Chriselle started dating this biologically female person. And I was like, oh my God, this is how to do it. Because even in an interview, she was saying, I'm not gay. I didn't think about this about myself. She wasn't even identifying as bisexual. Mm-hmm. She was just saying that she was open to good energy. And she was saying she was still attracted to masculine energy. But she was open to good energy. And guess what? This person, I guess, had good energy and they were forward moving, more masculine. So they took the lead. They were the one to make the first move. And Chriselle was totally open to that. So I was like, if this is the secret to dating straight women, I can be a they them. I can be non-binary. I mean, I'm pretty much I feel androgynous inside anyway, but maybe that's the secret. You just gotta be a they them, and then they're open to the idea because you're not identifying as a woman. That's the key. Is this super politically incorrect for me to say that? I don't even know. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
If I offended people, I'm sorry.
It's not worth
it. I didn't mean to offend people. Anyway, so back to the letter. Let's make our closing arguments. We've been watching too much legal stuff.
Legal stuff?
Closing arguments.
Oh yeah, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Okay, closing argument. Objection.
Hearsay.
Leading. My closing arguments is that it's always more convenient to get out of loops. Otherwise, because you enter a loop and you don't go anywhere. Coming out of the loop means being open and totally transparent and just, talk to her and say, I have these feelings for you. And I know you're in a relationship, etc. But I need to know if you feel the same way. Because that will help you. To move on, basically. It is painful to be stuck, and that for sure, you will have closure, and that will open you up to something else that is around the corner, and is amazing, and it's gonna be super amazing for you, whether it's the same person or a different person. It's just a way of being. It's no longer about the other people. It's no longer about this specific person. It's really the energy where you are bathing in, that determines your reality outside.
Yeah, and also I feel like if something could have happened, it would have happened already. Like, that's the painful truth. The fact that you were having this such close friendship for so long, and she wasn't even dating anybody serious. Like, if it was gonna happen, it would have happened then. And now the fact that she found a man, I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much hope after that. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but there are some girls out there who just not, they don't feel it. Like, they don't feel that attraction. And without attraction, you can't have that romantic thing. Like, when we were getting close to each other, right? There was that attraction, and it's like very electric.
Yeah.
And I remember we were watching this cinema,
movie. We were in the movie theater.
We were in the movie theater, and even your friend was like right next to you. And this was before anything had happened, and it was just like a natural movement, and I just wanted to be like closer to you, and we held hands.
Yeah.
In the darkness
Yeah.
of the movie theater, we held hands, and it was before any words were even spoken about, you know, do you like me, do I like you? It was just sort of like, okay, let me hold your hand, and it was beautiful. It was like, that's how it's supposed to feel. It's just supposed to happen naturally, and both sides are feeling it.
That's right.
Yeah. And with this girl, I don't think it's there. I mean, you can't force these things, right? Even if you were to play an overly masculine role and take the initiative and try to kiss her, if she doesn't feel that electricity, I don't think she's gonna.
You gotta clear the air and see exactly where she's at, because she might be super. Maybe she was shy also back then. You don't know. You don't know until you really talk about it. So, of the people who, like, I always say to these people, most of the, oops, it's getting out of focus. Okay. I always say, like, to people, you know, come out in the open, just communicate, and, you know, say the way, you know, if you feel, etc., etc. And it takes a lot of courage. I don't know if they're following our advice, at least the advice that I give, because it's always almost the same, you know, just talk about it plainly, openly, and so on. And it takes a lot of courage. So if the French girl who sent us this letter decides to openly talk to this girl, please let us know, okay? Let us know, because we want to celebrate your courage right here, openly, to all our community. And, you know, so I really, you know, I'm looking forward to it if you decide to go for that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No.
So that's it for today's video. Thank you for joining us. And if you'd like to write a letter to us, I'll put our email here and also in the description. And oh yeah, one more time, don't forget to check out Forlest if you would like comfortable bras. Is that it?
Supported.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out Forlest and use code SP10, and I'll put all the links in the description. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love, for your support. Write to us. We love you. See you next time.
Bye.
Support.
Oh my god.